Looks like I have a really fancy shirt on today, but it's actually my scarf. We're going to be using these today for our fusion sampler. So what I've been doing is taking sections of our fusion class and putting them together so that we have a little sampler, one each of the different types of movement that we used in our fusion class. What we need today is a lightweight scarf. I got mine as a fashion statement today. And one hand weight. I left mine back on my mat, so it's ready for me. But you can also ditch the hand weight if you don't want it, and you can ditch the scarf if that doesn't float your boat, so to speak. So all of that is optional, and you can just take it as you like it. It's really important to make sure that you are working at your own level. No matter what I'm doing over here, you have to be you. So if my arms are reaching way overhead and that's not comfortable for you, bring your arms lower. If I am using a weight and that's not comfortable for you, put that weight down, okay? All right, our scarf is coming out, held in about thirds. We're going to begin by bringing that scarf overhead and down, nice and easy, up and down. Arms are floating with that scarf, up and down, straight arms, soft knees, up and down. And we're going to add to that a squat. So reaching up and down, up and down. Now my scarf is coming down about knee level. You may be coming lower or higher. As you warm up, maybe it's getting a little deeper, but just to start out, let's keep it nice and easy. We're going to combine those two things now. So we're going to reach up, straight arm down, up and squat. I'm going to turn sides so you can see how that squat comes back and the knees stay behind the toes. Always important to keep that positioning. Good, we're gonna do two more like that. Reach up and arms straight, up and down, up, arms straight and up and down. Now let's take it in a big circle around and we're just gonna lean into one side, lunging into that one side. Big circle, arms are moving to the front, big circle. Now we're going to go a little quicker. Hold it in the center and circle. 2, 3, 4. Holding it out straight. Let's go the other way. Big circle around. Big circle. Good. You can move the body a little bit more freely here, pulling in the tummy as you lean forward to keep that back supported. Hold in the center. Let's go a little bit quicker. Warming up that thigh. Now we're going to bring the toe forward and the scarf up. Toe forward and scarf up. And then reach and just tap that toe to the side. Toe forward and up. Forward. Last two. Let's take that with the other side, switching arms. I'm going to do a little loop as I switch my arms because that's fun. Toe forward and side, forward and side. Now we're going to stay on this side, but we're going to change that movement to the back. Down and out. Down, here's that curtsy. Arm is out on the other side just for balance and grace, or you can put it on your hip and get it out of the way. Let's step to the other side and try that curtsy. Back and up, back and up, back and up. Very nice. Back and up. This is elevating our heart rate and warming up all those limbs. We're going to combo now. We're going to reach up and out and back. Up and out and back. Can we do two more? Up and out and back. and up and out. Switch sides, forward, up and out, and back, and up and out, and back. Just 2 more to finish our warm up. And back, and up, and out, and back. Very good. Warm up complete. So our little cardio section begins now with some Tai Chi based moves. So what you'll know about Tai Chi is it's very slow. We're going to go on fast forward today with some Tai Chi inspired moves. The first one is just a step and a tap in to the arch of the foot. Step and tap in. Adding to that, an arm reach up and a push down. So this arm action is from a breathing warm up in Tai Chi. It's called Sync the Chi. So we're going to reach up and down, up and down. Good. Up and down. One more time. Good. Now we're going to step out and in. Out and in. Now the beauty of the fusion class is we are taking different modalities and blending them together. So from here, we're actually going to take a move from yoga. This is called the goddess pose. And we're going to squeeze those elbows up and back as we step out and in. This is that goddess pose. Nice. We'll do 4 more. And then we're going to start at the top again with Sync the Chi. Stop. We're using the force of our muscles in our arms to do that gather and that push rather than just letting them float. So be strong. Be strong in those arms. Oh, there it is. Words. What are those? Here's that goddess pose. Step out, in, out, in. On your goddess pose, also really using those muscles between the shoulder blades to squeeze those elbows back. Oh. Squeeze, squeeze. Moving on to a nice wide pose. This is a Tai Chi inspired lunge. Nice and slow, heel to heel. And yes, we're going to speed it up. Here we go. We are pushing into the heels and the balls of the feet. Pushing that lunge side to side and pushing away. The palm crosses the face. The eyes watch the palm and you push away at the last minute. Push away. Very nice. Let's start from the top. Sync the Chi. Step and push. Step and push. If you have a little bit of room, you can move forward and push and move back and push. That's just an option. Move forward and push. You do not have to travel, but if you've got the room, you can. Let's do that goddess pose, side to side. Maybe it's getting a little deeper now. You're feeling more warmed up, and the deeper you go, use those legs more, the more you're going to boost that cardio. Squeeze. We're really pulling those elbows down and back. Last 4 and 3 and 2. Taking that nice wide lunge and pressing out. Tai Chi lunge. Nice and smooth. Keep the body pulled in toward the center. Belly button into your spine. That's keeping your spine safe as you do these twists. 3. One more move to add on to our series. I call this a rainbow step. We're coming up and over, and we're tucking the foot behind the calf. So we're going to grab that rainbow, stuck it in your pocket. If you have a little more room than I do overhead, you can leap through this, and we're going to do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You did it. Sun salutation section coming up for you. Let's turn and come to the front of your mat. Shoulders up, back, and down. Reach up. Fold forward. Take a step back with one foot. I'm going to go with the right foot. And then step back with the left. We are in downward dog. We're going to push into a plank and drop the knees down. Leave your seat up and drop your chest. And scoop into a little back bend, locust. And then we're going to come all the way back to that downward dog. Let's lift the right leg up, heel down to the back, and we're going to reach all the way up and then all the way down. Let's switch legs. So through that downward dog, take a step forward, heel down, rise the arms up. Now, if this feels like a little bit much, don't panic. I will be showing you an option. Step forward with the right, step forward with the left, and rise up. Good. Inhale, reach. Exhale and fold forward. Let's step back this time with the left foot. High lunge. Keep that head higher than the heart. Step back to downward dog. Hips are high. Just briefly, come into a plank position. Knees can be down already if you like. Now drop the knees, leave the seat up, and let the chest fall. Scoop through to your locust or cobra. And I'm going to show you the lunge series from tabletop this time. Step forward left, square the hips, rise the arms up, and back down. Switch sides, so you're coming into that tabletop. Step forward, square the hips, rise the arms up, and back down. Good. We're going to switch again to step out, step together, and rise up. Let's extend those rounds. Inhale, exhale, and fold. Right leg steps back. High lunge, knees over the ankle, not over the toe. Step back to downward dog or to tabletop. Hinge forward to your plank. I'm going to come up on my toes, round the body, pull the tummy in strongly. Knees down, chest down, leave the seat up. Scoop forward to your upward dog, cobra or locust. And then back to downward dog. I'll show you the high lunge option here. We're going to step forward, heel down in the back, rise up, and rise back down. Or lower back down. Switch sides. Step forward, heel down in the back. This is warrior one from yoga. Good. We're going to come back to that downward dog and hinge to your plank once again. Now for a challenge, you're going to lower down from the toes. If not, lower down from those knees. Straight plank this time. Shoulders back for locust or up for cobra. And then back to tabletop or downward dog. Same again. We're going to step right, heel down, rise up, and down. This keeps that heart rate going, left side. So keep breathing. Good. We're going to switch again. One more time on each side. Remember, you can be doing this from the tabletop to that low knee lunge. That is a perfect alternative. We're going to switch one more time, but it's just our exit. Step forward right, step forward left, rise up. We're going to do a side reach. You do not have to turn. I just want to show you what's happening. Other side. Good. Here's that fold. And up and over. Left foot steps back, high lunge. Step back to downward dog. Oh, I'm going to come to the side again. Come to your plank. Knees down, chest and chin to floor. Scoop through for your upward dog or cobra. For more challenge, lift up and over the toes with the tummy tight to that downward dog. You may be in tabletop here, left leg forward. Square the hips by dropping that heel down. Rise the arms up and down. Switch sides. A little bit of movement in those knees, a little bit of bounce and spring is going to help you change sides. We're going to go to the plank challenge. Come here to the plank. Knees can be down already. Drop slowly to the floor. If you want more challenge, stay there and come up to upward dog. Any of those back bends that you like right now. Up and over. We're going to start with the left foot. Lunge series. Twice on each leg. Alternating. Switch sides. Step forward. Heel down. Rise up. I'm going to do the last two from that tabletop version for you. Forward left, square the hips, rise the arms up. If you want to be in that high lunge, you go right ahead. That warrior one. Good, the last leg switch is just going to bring us to standing. Step forward, step together, rise up. Let's see those side leans. My heels are together, which makes the balance more challenging. You can bring those heels a little farther apart if you like. Deep breath in. Half salutation here. Fold forward. Good. Slide the hands up to the shins, flat back. Fold. And then rise up. Half salutation to finish. Shoulders back, soften the knees, bring that weight up to belly height and shake it. So I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see the relative body position for this. You are just bending the knees, the weight is close to the belly, and you are shaking. And let me tell you, if everything isn't shaking right now, it doesn't count. You gotta make it and shake it. Good, keep going. Just gonna turn back to the front. Oh yes, shake it, baby, shake it. Tiny, tiny little shake. Now let's add a little bit of challenge by lifting one foot either just to the toe or lift it right off the floor. Keep shaking. We are working balance, core, and upper body. Upper body, you say? You may feel already in your shoulders from this shaking, but now we're going to take it to the arm. So hold that weight in the arm opposite to your leg that's lifted, and we're just going to do a little shake back and forth. This is tiny, tiny little shake, as though you're shaking baby powder on your head. All right, just a tiny little shake, and that's going to involve that bicep and tricep. Tiny shake. Very good. Keep that going. We are working on endurance for the balance and that arm. Now we're going to take the top of your hand to the top like it's a paddle, and we're going to pull through the side. Just throwing ourselves a little bit off balance as we pull an imaginary paddle. If you want to, you can reach with the foot and kind of make this a bit more free form. Counterbalancing with your leg. And we're just going to take it back to standing and shake off that standing leg. That's the one you're probably going to feel it in more. Both knees are bent again. Coming down to that little upright position with the knees together and shaking. Really give it a good shake. This is a tiny back and forth movement. You're pushing that weight from palm to palm. Holding the weight palm to palm. Good. I'm going to turn back to center. We're going to lift the other leg this time. Do you remember which one you used the first time? I hope so. I didn't mention that, but you have to remember that. Keep shaking. If that full balance position isn't right for you today, please put your toe down as a kickstand anytime you need to. Keep shaking. All right. We're going to change the focus of the upper body to the bicep, tricep. Hold that weight in the opposite hand from the knee. About 90 degrees and just shake it. Thumb to pinky, thumb to pinky, thumb to pinky. Little shake back and forth. We are basically standing still, but providing a little bit of balance challenge, actually quite a lot with this shaking hand. So we are working, don't mistake it. We are not standing still. Let's paddle. Paddle with that weight. So we're pushing that weight forward in balance. Is being pushed off. We're just upsetting our balance a little bit so that we have to recalculate that balance continually. Oh, yes. All right. Shake that one off. Nice. All right, take a few deep breaths, and then we're ready to go to the mat. Coming down and beginning on our back. Why don't we get down to the mat with a nice roll down? We're going to C shape and round down to the mat. Nice and slow. Good. Arms reach overhead. Keep the ribs tucked in. Just reminding yourself to keep the body tucked in. Arms reach out to the sides or back overhead if you don't have room. And let's settle into that Pilates neutral position. We're going to keep squeezed through the pelvic floor, the powerhouse. The navel, the rib cage is squeezed in and the sternum is heavy, shoulders away from the ears. That's your basic Pilates pillar. Let's bring your legs up. 1 and 2. Turn your toes out very slightly and we're going to draw small boxes on the ceiling. They're actually long rectangles on the ceiling. So as you do this, you notice that your tailbone and lower back lift slightly off the mat. Doing 2 more. Now you've been drawing your one direction. We're going to draw the other direction. So I didn't cue this because I'm not sure you can see it anyway. But if you were doing together on the way up, you're bringing your feet together on the way down now. Last 3. And 2. And 1. Good. We're going to drop those heels back down to the mat. Your heels are about hip width apart. And you're bringing your heels a little closer to your seat because we're going into some bridge work. We're going to peel the lower back off the mat and letting your shoulders stay wide. We're going to come up to that bridge position. Make sure that your shoulders are wide and taking that weight, not your neck. Let's bring it down 1 vertebra at a time, dropping the tailbone last. Now tuck the tailbone, lower back, middle back, shoulder blades, take the weight, and then slowly down. Adding to this, the breathing. We're going to inhale up. Exhale down. To make that comfortable, you might have to go a little faster. Inhale up. Exhale down. It's natural to inhale a little bit more quickly and exhale a little bit more slowly. So let's match our rolling spine with that. Inhaling, still rolling, exhaling. Pushing each vertebra into the mat. 2 more. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Very nice. Let's pull those knees in and give them a little circle. That's giving the lower back a little bit of a stretch. Let's go the other way. Gonna finish with a powerful exercise here. Taking 1 foot up and the other foot floating on the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're gonna tap twice. Inhale to switch. keep the head and shoulders floating off the mat. Focus on that breath. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck it in, head and shoulders down. Let's tuck and roll a couple of times on your spine. And then with the abs and with an exhalation, come up. Nice work. Take a few moments to stretch yourself out. If you're catching this on YouTube, I have some stretch routines posted. All right, let me just see some of the comments today. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so my mom joined in and she says, I love the shake and balance section. The can of diced tomatoes I was using for a weight might be sauce by now. Hey, you see, we multitask here. We prepare dinner and work out at the same time. That's kind of funny. So if you're making yourself a smoothie, you can always put your contents in a jar and then do that little exercise. That's really funny. There you go. A little story for you today. Okay, I'm really saying goodbye now. Thanks for joining in, and I'll see you tomorrow.